Now on Nightside, the Gonzaga Bulldogs take on the Alabama Crimson Tide in Vegas, and Win will have full highlights of the big game.
I am tracking a cold Tuesday morning and a wet, potentially snowy Tuesday night in the first alert forecast.
And your Spokane utility bill will jump $10 a month starting next year. We'll tell you why. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs took the court tonight for the Players Era Festival. Good evening. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Sports Director Jack Wallace. The 12th ranked Bulldogs took on the 8th ranked Alabama Crimson Tide tonight in Vegas. Gonzaga searching for their first marquee win of the season and to start 6-0 for the first time since the 2021-22 season. Zags are down 3 over the halfway point of the first half. Great defense to force the turnover. Mario Saint-Superi with the rock. He's going to cut, he's going to dish and look inside to the big man, Graham Ike, having his way. Zags trail by just 1. 2 minutes later, GU down by 5. Ike at the wing, a very long 2. It's butter anyway. Another great shot for the big fella. And a long Tide shot is no good here. Super Mario with the board. He's racing back the other way. Pass to Ike again, and look at him fly in for the jam. That one with a little bit of gusto. Gonzaga just behind Alabama all night, but here's where the floodgates finally open. Ike's all bottled up, but Ty and Grant Foster ain't. Look at the alley-oop. Old man's got ups. That's the spark the Zags need. A 5-point lead turns to 8 off Steel Venter's hot 3. The Vegas crowd stayed loud all night for the Zags for a 95-85 win. The Zags outscoring the Crimson Tide by 12 over those final 7 minutes. Ike and Grant Foster both dropping 21 points. Ike another double-double. Saint-Superi hit 10 free throws tonight. Gonzaga has a quick turnaround to tomorrow's game against the Maryland Terrapins. Tip-off at 6:30 p.m. back in Vegas. And Washington State also played their first Feast Week tournament today. A little bit scarier out in Maui. Make sure stay tuned for those highlights from Hawaii. Another look also at Kook football ahead of their regular season finale that's coming up on Saturday. Kirsten, back to you.
Really thrilling. Thank you, Jack. Well, the Spokane City Council approved tax increases to a few different utilities tonight, including water, sewage, and garbage. The taxes for each utility will increase by 0.5%. The city expects that increase to add 82 cents to the average utility bill each month. Other rate increases are kicking in next year, so an average utility bill will rise from just over $153 to around $163.
So when we have budget shortfalls like this, we're looking at cuts only or mostly painful revenue sources. So I think this was the best we could do in reacting to that shortfall that we're experiencing in the middle of our biannual budget.
Councilmember Kitty Klitsky, who you just heard from, says the council is increasing the funding to help low-income residents on their utility bills as well. This ordinance passed in City Council 5-2 with council members Cathcart and Bingle voting no. The Spokane City Council also approved a new transportation tax for commercial parking tonight. This tax will fund transportation maintenance and safety improvements while establishing incentives for efficient land use within the city. The approved commercial parking tax rate is 12% with credits to reduce rates for students and employee parking as well as residential parking. The tax will go into effect April 1st, 2026. It also passed in City Council 5-2 with council members Bingle and Cathcart voting no. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining me now. And Chris, you mentioned earlier that this may be the coldest night and morning that we've seen so far this season.
There's almost no doubt about it. In fact, all we would have to do is drop 1 more degree and it would be the coldest morning of the season as we head into Tuesday. It is 30 degrees right now in Spokane. That's the coldest we've been, which is not saying much. That temperature is actually a little above average. It has been such a warm past couple of months, but especially overnight. It's 30 right now in Pullman. We're already in the 20s in Colville and 30 degrees in Bonners Ferry. 29 in Moses Lake. This is the decrease in temperature from 24 hours ago. It's 14 degrees cooler in Spokane right now than it was at 11 o'clock last night. 12 degrees cooler in Coeur d'Alene, 13 degrees cooler in Pullman and Lewiston, and 16 degrees cooler in Colville. We'll be dropping down into the 20s in most locations overnight tonight, and maybe even a degree or two cooler than these temperatures. We do have some clouds moving in, however, and that will stop the temperature free fall, I should say. We'll be in the upper 20s through the Spokane area, 26 in Meade, 24 degrees in Deer Park, and 25 tomorrow morning in Spirit Lake. We'll have those clouds throughout the day, and then late in the afternoon, we start to see a chance of precipitation, and that may start falling in the form of snow. I'll let you know how much snow to expect where you live, and have your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
We'll see you soon, Chris. Thank you. Early this morning, a house fire took an 11-year-old boy's life and displaced 6 of his family members. Fire investigators say it was the boy who died who started the fire. This happened just after midnight on Rowan Avenue, just a block east of the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. The Spokane Fire Department says the boy started lighting things on fire in his basement bedroom, and that is how the deadly fire began. The fire department says the boy shared the bedroom with his grandma. The grandma and the boy's mom and 3 other girls were all able to escape.
Grandma was downstairs in the basement with the boy. She woke up and saw a fire in the corner, and room was smoked up pretty good by that point. She was able to, she kind of threw like a blanket or something over the fire. It was still pretty small. Tried locating him, and with the smoke and stuff, had to get out of the room.
Firefighters say the boy was pronounced dead at the scene, along with 2 dogs and a cat. Neighbors say they woke up to the sounds of screaming and sirens. They described the family as kind, facing a horrible tragedy. This family, the Red Cross, is helping. Students at Gonzaga Prep returned from their weekend with grocery carts full of donations. They are racing to meet their biggest Thanksgiving food drive goal yet, 200,000 pounds of food. The annual tradition started in 1958. The students say this year's need is greater after SNAP benefits were cut and then reinstated, leaving food pantries empty. Students have gone beyond their pantries and into their community to collect donations.
I stood outside Yolks last weekend, and just seeing how many people gave and like how intentional they also were and asked what we needed was really inspiring.
The Bullpups have collected 168,000 pounds at last check, already 10,000 more than last year. Distribution happens on Wednesday. And Spokane Public Schools says they need gift card donations to support over 1,000 students who need stable housing before winter break. The district's HEART program serves those students, including 260 unaccompanied minors who are not staying with legal guardians. If you would like to get involved, you can drop off gift cards at the SPS administration building or any SPS school office. You can also donate online. Donations must arrive by December 8th for the winter break distribution. Late donations will be given out through the school year. Thanksgiving is just days away now, and this week is shaping up to be a busy travel week. Friday is expected to be the busiest day for air travel all year. ABC's Lionel Moise explains what to expect if you're flying or driving.
The holiday rush is on. AAA projects close to 82 million people will travel over the holiday period, which is 1.6 million more than last year.
We're going to have a busy road, rail, and air as we come into this Thanksgiving season.
More than 6 million people will fly this year, according to AAA, up 2% from last year. The FAA says this Thanksgiving will be the busiest for air travel in 15 years, with more than 360,000 flights.
As far as my flight, no delay, you know, and coming in pretty smooth, but it's not Tuesday or Wednesday yet, so that's why I'm flying today.
And after weeks of cancellations and delays because of the government shutdown, many passengers relieved that ended before the holiday.
We anticipate there's going to be solid staffing in our towers and TRACONs and centers throughout the airspace. And that's different than what we had over the shutdown.
No trouble. So far, all good.
The TSA expecting to screen more than 17.8 million people starting tomorrow, which is expected to be the peak travel day. Most Americans are planning to hit the roads. AAA says 73 million people, or about 90% of travelers, will drive. And gas prices will be about the same as last year, with the national average $3.06 last Thanksgiving. INRIX, which tracks travel times, says tomorrow and Wednesday afternoon are the busiest drive times, followed by most of the day Sunday.
And a fun fact here about how people pass the time in the air getting to their destinations. United Airlines is expecting Wicked to be its most streamed onboard movie. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Well, are you good about remembering your reusable bags when you go to the grocery store? You've been paying for plastic bags for a couple of years now, thanks to Washington's bag ban. Its goal was to decrease plastic waste, but a WSU study calls into question whether it's working.
So that's counter to what the intent of the law is.
We'll show you what WSU's research reveals and why the next step could cost you even more at the grocery store, but still not fix the problem. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, starting at 5 a.m. Still ahead on Nightside, new research reveals who might benefit from weighted blankets and who should avoid them entirely. Plus, as you heard from Chris Crocker, we are about to get our first taste of real winter. She'll get you prepared in your first alert forecast. Don't go away.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
Remember paper or plastic? Now it's how many bags did you use? But has Washington's plastic bag ban backfired? I'm Robin Nance. I'll show you the new research and why the next step could cost you more without fixing the problem. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
I know that it's hard being out on the streets, and I know that it's really, really hard when you're in active addiction. You want to get clean, you want to get sober. You're constantly in survival mode, and it's so hard to ask for help. But your kids need you. You need you. And you can't have your kids unless you get clean and sober and work on yourself, and they will thank you for that. Let people help you. Recovery is possible.
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Fred Meyer. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your Thanksgiving needs. Because at Fred Meyer, quality and low prices always come together. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
It's time to go see my good pal Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel's all new.
Finally, some good news.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
What was your real name? James Christian Kimmel. You think this is a name I chose?
Jimmy Kimmel Live, new weeknights on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Welcome back. Weighted blankets are marketed as a cure for anxiety and sleepless nights, but the science behind them may not be as solid as the claims. ABC's Melissa Adan has the story.
Once a niche tool for those with autism or sensory issues, weighted blankets have gone mainstream, promising calm and better sleep for everyone. Filled with glass beads or plastic pellets, they use deep pressure stimulation to mimic a comforting hug. Research suggests that the blankets may be beneficial for people with diagnosed mental health conditions. One study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep found reduced severity of insomnia in patients with depression and anxiety. Other studies report lower anxiety in psychiatric inpatients who use them. But for those healthy, many of the studies lack quality data and offer little proof that sleeping under a weighted blanket can help someone who is casually anxious, though it may be somewhat beneficial for shift workers and power nappers. Weighted blankets are generally safe to use unless you have a condition like asthma or claustrophobia. But check with your doctor before you crawl under one. With this Medical Minute, I'm Melissa O'Don.
Just talking about blankets makes me a little sleepy.
Well, it is 11:15, so probably everybody out there is
Do you have a weighted blanket? Send us an email. I want to know.
I will say you'll need all the blankets tonight because it is going to be a cold night. Might not be very acclimated to the cold yet because it's been so mild. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a cold Tuesday morning. That's my immediate headline. But then we shift our focus to Tuesday night, where we have a mix of rain and snow, and then just snow coming in. It is not going to amount to much down in the valleys, but it'll be exciting. A start to the snow season, and we will have some snowy pass travel. Rain on Thanksgiving, and right now, every time I look at some new information, it is looking a little bit soggier. Most likely snowfall Tuesday night and into Wednesday. This has been sort of going back and forth a little bit because it's, as we frequently find ourselves, we're going to be right on that rain-snow line for a good portion of this event. But in general, right now, it's looking like less than an inch of snow right around the Spokane area, with more in the higher terrain around the region. Similar, less than an inch in most valley locations. You have to go over to Wenatchee to find a little over an inch, and many spots will not get any snow at all. Our forecast radar starting off at the current time, clouds moving in overnight. Here's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then we start to see a sprinkle or two in the afternoon. Here's 4 o'clock, but then things really get going later in the evening. Here's 9 o'clock, and we've got a mix of rain and snow showing up around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but this often reads just a little warm. So I think more likely this will be falling as snow, with rain further into the Columbia Basin. Then we dry right out by Wednesday morning. Here's Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. A little bit of snow going through the central panhandle. We're dry Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock, and then the next round of rain comes in through Thursday, 7 a.m. Here is your Thanksgiving morning, and then it just kind of keeps raining all the way until Thursday night. So that is a bit of a bummer. Let's talk about pass travel. Tuesday is going to be a big day for snow over Snoqualmie, Stevens passes to a much lesser extent, 4th of July and Lookout. Snoqualmie Pass Tuesday would not be my pick day, but by Wednesday it's going to turn all over to rain. Now, a rainy Snoqualmie Pass can be a drag, but it will not be snow. High temperature trend, meanwhile, we're going to be up in the 40s for the next 4 days, and then we start to cool down next week. So any snow that we do get will not be ours to keep in the valleys. We will see that melting. Highs tomorrow, 30s and 40s. We are also going to be in the 30s and 40s around the region tomorrow. Then we dry out as we cool down, so that cold weather ahead does not come along with much precipitation, maybe a few snowflakes on Saturday. You don't need snow to feel cold. Look at this photo from Lori Pence. This is the sunrise on Saturday northwest of Spokane, and with the frost there, it looks chilly.
That could be like a calendar or a book cover. That is a gorgeous photo.
I love
Lori,
it.
wow. Thanks for that. Well, still to come, in New York, porch pirates caught on camera stealing packages in broad daylight. The inside information they use to target victims when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with over $2,500 in annual value, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Thank you. My son's already in the car. Bye. I think you're wonderful.
Bring me everything wicked.
The magic of your Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that?
Toyotathon magic.
Toyotathon is on. And right now, you can lease a new adventure-ready 2025 RAV4 for just $289 a month.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with 8 times points on Chase Travel, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls ER and Hospital.
Well, on today's Money Saving Monday, financial experts warn scammers are targeting people during the holiday season when emotions are high. Romance scams specifically have become more sophisticated with artificial intelligence and voice-changing technology. These fraudsters now create fake dating profiles and use AI to mimic voices of people you might know. Fraud and security expert Aaron Roble with WSECU says scammers study social media posts to gather personal information about their potential victims.
Usually it's somebody who's very lonely, looking for connection, looking to build that relationship, and that's what they're at their most vulnerable.
Roble says warning signs include someone who refuses to meet in person or even do a video chat with you. In one recent case, a woman thought she was talking to a famous singer, but was actually communicating with more than 60 fake accounts. Another victim lost $6,600 after sending gift cards to someone he met on a dating site. Experts say if someone pressures you to send money, it's likely a scam. And now for some of our top trending stories through the 4 News Now story tracker. Number 3, 20-year-old Ja'Cory Buchanan, the UW student who shot a WSU football player after the Apple Cup, has been released from jail. He was released on his own recognizance on Saturday. Number 2, this weekend, Frontier Airlines launched a new nonstop service from Spokane International Airport, and the new service to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport will operate twice a week with fares starting at $29. And number 1, the city of Spokane installed new automated red light traffic safety cameras at the intersection of East Mission Avenue and North Green Street. A violation warning period begins today. The Spokane Police Department says this intersection was selected because of increased traffic safety concerns. You can find each of these stories and more at KXLY.com. Well, outside New York City, prosecutors say today they have dismantled a sophisticated criminal organization that stole FedEx packages containing electronic devices. ABC's Aaron Katursky has the story.
This is the moment thieves approach a FedEx deliveryman in broad daylight, ripping a package from his hands before making off in a waiting getaway car. And tonight, authorities in suburban New York say it's one of 4 dozen similar crimes in the area by a sophisticated criminal network of porch pirates that targeted mobile phones and knew when FedEx was dropping them off because they'd gained access to inside information.
Pirates would be there waiting for the phones as though they were expecting them.
Officials releasing videos they say show a pattern. A FedEx employee drops off a box, and moments later, a thief swipes it from a porch and flees in a waiting car. Prosecutors say the thieves knew exactly what boxes to target because in many instances, they placed the orders themselves using fake names but real addresses of unsuspecting homeowners. The stolen phones were allegedly taken to a stash house in garbage bags, then resold in the U.S. and internationally. The DA told us the ring placed bulk orders for cell phones, tracked the packages, and then was there to greet them on arrival. 14 people have been charged. Most have pleaded not guilty. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Well, the Washington State Cougars avoided an early scare against Chaminade in Maui.
The Cougs almost suffered a huge upset, but did pull out a strong win, especially the second half. We have the Hawaiian highlights coming your way right after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
Are you ready for some dancing in the morning? Well, Wednesday morning on Good Morning America, right after the Dancing with the Stars finale, all the finalists and the new Mirrorball champions are flying overnight from the ballroom to New York City on the GMA Express for the epic GMA Morning After Dance Party event. Wednesday morning, only on
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. So put on your dancing shoes, America. Wednesday morning, it is on Good Morning America.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. In the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
One call, that's all, means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops, we're here to guide you from start to finish.
After my car accident, working with Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy. They communicated with me and let me know what the next step was every step of the way.
Call Craig Swap and Associates today. Let us make your recovery simple. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Washington State men's basketball has not had an easy start to this season, but they do have a tune-up opportunity against Division II Chaminade Silver Swords tonight in the opening round of the Maui Invitational. Chaminade up a pair early, and King's looking to get a pretty nice elbow jumper, splashing this one. Quick 4-point Silver Sword lead. That lead now at 6. Cougs get the steal. No one's on ND Okafor in the paint. He gets himself a pretty easy slam. Cougs cut the deficit to 4 again, but Chaminade stays in front in this steady game so far. Another open jumper. It's Bryson Shackelford cashing it in. The Silver Swords built a 20-point lead off 15 Coug turnovers in the first half, but now in the second, Ace Glass, the freshman, a night to remember. A huge 3 cut into the lead. There's Adrian Rodriguez with that sweet pass again. Game all the way gets tied at 60. Glass is shattering the Chaminade lead. Cougs now in front by 3, and they won't look back. They take the win 90-85, their first 20-plus point comeback since 2017. So now tomorrow, WSU will play Arizona State after a masterclass performance from Pepperdine transfer Mo Odom. He dropped 36 tonight, and to come from behind, Sun Devils win over the Texas Longhorns. That game finished up just a few minutes ago. Tip-off for this matchup is tomorrow at 5 p.m. And now we can take a look ahead for Wazoo football in their game against Oregon State this weekend.
It's rivalry game week for the Cougs here in Pullman as Oregon State comes to town on Saturday. WSU enters this week following a road loss to JMU, a game where the Cougs led 17-10 at halftime before the momentum flipped in the second half. Head coach Jimmy Rogers spoke about what shifted after the break.
Disappointing loss. It's felt a little bit like Groundhog Day in the sense of being so close versus really good teams. That JMU team is a really good football team. We hung with them the whole game in a game that we should have won, and we believe that.
The focus now turns to the final home game of regular season. The Cougs step into this week aiming to reset, clean up second half execution, and settle back into a rhythm on their home turf.
Level of gratitude to these seniors, a certain level of spirit about how they practice and energy. A consistency. They have the week off this week as far as school, so making sure that they're doing all the little things still to give their best to the team, I think is extremely important.
More than a home finale sits on the line this weekend. The Cougs can secure bowl eligibility with a win. Earlier this season, WSU and Oregon State met in Corvallis. Now the rivalry shifts to Pullman, and WSU carries the chance to answer back in front of their home crowd.
Those that follow Washington State know how important this is to our players, and hopefully they show up in the right capacity to cheer on us.
The Cougs get one last home game this season with bowl eligibility on the line. WSU looks to close off regular season with a strong finish here in Pullman. Kickoff on Saturday, November 29th is at 3:30 p.m. Reporting from Pullman, I'm Mia Green, 4 News Now Sports.
Thank you, Mia. Excited for that one. And the Zags marched into Las Vegas and delivered a standout marquee 10-point comeback win over the number 8 Alabama Crimson Tide to start their season 6-0 for the first time in 4 years. Graham Ike and Ty and Grant Foster each scored 21 points. Steele Venters added 4 made threes. He's heating up a bit. And Mario St-Superi added another quality start at guard. Gonzaga next plays the Maryland Terrapins. That's tomorrow back in Vegas. The Players Air Festival. That's at 6:30 p.m. And Gonzaga women's hoops, Lauren Whitaker won WCC Freshman of the Week today, her second of these awards in the first 3 weeks of the season. The Kiwi put up 36 points over the past 2 games, including her first career double-double, and she'll look to continue to pace the Zags in their Coconut Hoops tournament that starts up this Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, early one, up against the Indiana Hoosiers. And how about West Valley girls soccer? We talked about this earlier. They earned not only their first ever state championship this weekend, but did so on an unbeaten 22-0 season. The Eagles won this year after a heartbreak in the 2023 finals and 2024 semifinals, earning revenge against the Columbia River Rapids from last year's match. West Valley outscored their opponents 153-0 this season, so pretty awesome to see that performance. Also congratulating the Freeman Scotties. They finished as runner-up in their girls soccer tournament, as now the season will wrap. Boys, they all play in the spring, so it's good they split those up for us.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Pretty cool.
That stat you pulled out, I was like, what?
It's
How'd they do it?
Really impressive.
Really, really cool. All right, we'll be right back after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
The light in your eyes, joy, makes my world come alive. Hey, hey, I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling joy. Joy makes such a beautiful life.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew, Black Friday.
Initiating great time to buy sequence.
Black Friday deals engaged.
Ford SUVs are go.
Bronco family built wild, it's go time.
Built Ford tough trucks are a go.
And go.
What's that one do?
Oh, you'll see.
This is how you do Black Friday.
Now through December 1st, get a low payment lease on Bronco, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, or get a $1,000 Amazon gift card with lease or purchase. Only at your local Ford dealer.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe try retracing your steps.
You know what this is? Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Send the kids out the door with a heavy coat tomorrow. It's going to be in the 20s at the bus stop. May have a little snow tomorrow night. It won't be around long. Those highs in the 40s. It's going to be mushy.
I know. We've been doing sweatshirts for a while. No more sweatshirts?
No, they'll be cold.
At least tomorrow morning. Okay, we're officially in the semifinals for Spokane Valley Fire Department's 2025 Mustache Mania competition. Today's battle between competitors Trevor the Woolly. I don't know if I can say that word on TV.
Bugger?
Can you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not in English.
Yes, we did.
No.
We're all right.
It means something else. No.
Okay, good.
It's a caterpillar.
Of course it is. Britton was the woolly bugger and Dwayne Upper Lip Legend Hughes. So go cast your vote on Facebook.